The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Let's try to be an optimistic one. A pleasant morning to one and all who gathered for the virtual state level student development program on advances in microbial sciences. Prayer is the inner bath of love into which the soul plunges itself. Let us all start the session with the prayer song. I may now call upon Mrs. P. Radha, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, to welcome the gathering.
A pleasant morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, respected principal, heads of departments, faculty members, and dear students. I consider this a great honor to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of the Department of Microbiology, SNMV College of Arts and Science. It is an opportunity to enhance knowledge of each and everyone gathered virtually in the real-time opportunities in food safety. On this day, it gives me great joy to welcome, most especially, the keynote speaker, N.Saravana Kumar, Food Safety Team Leader, Saujiyat Beach Club and AJ Door Retails, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. We sincerely thank you, sir, for honoring our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. We welcome you, sir. We extend a warmful welcome Dr. B. Subramani, whose guidance and anticipation in every aspect of academics is the result of this SDP program. We welcome you, sir. I also extend my heartiest welcome to all the heads of the departments, faculty friends, and students. I welcome you all.
Now, I would like to call Ms. M. Sharmila, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, to introduce our guest of honor.
Respected management, principal sir, all HODs, staff members and dear students, very good morning to all. It's a warm privilege to introduce our chief guest of today's session, Mr. N.Saravana Kumar, Food Safety Team Leader, Sadiat Beach Club and AGDAR Retails, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Mr. N.Saravana Kumar is a food safety team leader. He had been club hygiene officer in Sadiat Beach Club and resort hygiene officer in Shangri-La Resort in Muscat. He had worked as microbiologist in Manian Laboratories, Coimbatore. He did HACCP Level 3 in Highfield International, ISO Internal Auditor in URS Middle East, Dubai. He is a certified internal auditor in food safety and environmental health and safety. He had also trained 250 food handlers in HACCP every year. We are honored to have such an eminent person for today's session. Thank you.
Innovations, as I understand it, is both doing different things as well as doing things differently. Now it is the time to create ideas through presentation. The session is all yours, sir.
Hello, all. Good morning. My professors, students, maybe some parents and listeners over there. Good morning to you all. I assure you the time you are being spent here on listening to this session will be valuable. Who out there looking for some sort of knowledge about the food safety and the career opportunities in food safety. Before going into the topic, I'm glad to be here on this session. I'm like to thank my professors, my department, my college to giving me this opportunity to participate in this state level student development program, to share the space with the scholars and professors who have given their valuable time in the previous 4 days and in the upcoming days. Now, how I'm going to take this session is I want to see this as a student who is listening out there, who is a UG graduate or a PG graduate, who is a life science graduate or microbiology, any of the life science department. So I have planned this session to take as to show my journey, my path as a UG graduate, PG, and my technical assistant in microbiology department. Following that, how I transformed from a wet lab, the microbiological lab, to a different career, which is a part of life science. Still, it is a part of microbiology. You well aware that there are lots and tons of branches are in microbiology in terms of career opportunities. So I opted one of the branches, one of the opportunities. So the students or parents out there listening, you may have a plan or may you acquire a plan after listening to this session about carrying out or planning a job opportunity or pursuing a career in the job opportunity in the field of food safety. Here, my journey, where I have started, where I have been, now where I am, and what is my future, will give a clear, at least a outline about your future if you are planning your food career in food safety. This will give you an open view as like me, when I was started, my view is very short, and my colleges, my experiences had made my eyes wide open, and showed me the life science and microbiology is not confined to a certain aspect, certain department, certain college, or a certain area. It's wide open. So I'm going to use my experience and show you that what it is in the field of food safety. Now, my time in SNB, as many of you know, may not know, I'm an alumni of SNMB. I had did my UG program in microbiology 2008 to 2011 batch. I remember my college mainly for a few certain aspects. When it relates to, yeah, you have already, you always will have fun memories, students, friends. But when it comes to professional memories, I would say SNMP laboratory, library, Glazenda, we used to still call it as Department Day. I remember Glazenda, where you have a lot of seminars and paper presentation will be going on, and Symbiosis for sure. I believe still it is going on the national level symposium. That's one of the breakpoint where my view about life science and microbiology has widened up. It's very big. It's huge. The opportunities and the branches of life science or microbiology is huge. Apex Hall, Mahavez Auditorium, and whenever I think about SNMB in terms of a professional way, professional experience or professional use, it's an add-on course. I still believe maybe the few courses are still the same, like mushroom cultivation and what else? Medical transcriptions. So the mushroom cultivation actually it gave a different prospect in terms of entrepreneurship. So next, I did my postgraduate microbiology in Dr. G. R. Damodaran College of Science, where I would say a highlight, which is exposure. You get exposure to a lot of things. You cannot confine exposure to certain topic. I got exposure to people, I got exposure to research, I got exposure to industry, I got exposure to my PhD scholars, the projects. So lot. Exposure is the key aspect I would take when it comes to my postgraduate microbiology in GR Damodaran College of Science. From there, you may believe or not, I didn't believe still. I had only literally 4 days in between my final exam to join the my first job as a technical analyst, microbiology department in Manian Laboratories. So there, actually, fun or a serious fact, I was handling the projects of my professor, who was my allied paper holder. I forgot her name. Sorry. I was handling her samples in the lab. I was handling her lab. I was handling her samples in the lab. So from there, I've been there for 2 years. I have learned a lot. It's a total wet lab. I got exposure in the in vivo experiments as well. Actually, uh, it's a good experience. From there, transformation from a wet lab to a different branch of life science, different branch of microbiology, food safety, in the field of food safety. Here, food safety, it's not a degree course, it's just a certification course. Here, during my UG and PG, there was no exposure about food safety at that time. But we had a few papers, like in the syllabus, it was there, food microbiology, some biotechnology paper, they have few aspects of food safety, and HACCP was there. So I know about it. And I've been through the industrial visits where they take from your college for, like I have been to few milk industry, and I have been to few other sugar factories where I was taken from my college. So I know about food safety and how does it work. But I'm not a certified person. I don't carry a certification in food safety. Here, the competition for entry level position in food safety is very high. There is no what you can say. There is no hiding part. It's a really heavy competition is there for entry level. But here, as I say, this is not a degree course, it's a certification. Here, it is about you, how you're going to present you, how you are presenting yourself, presenting your knowledge to the person who is interviewing you. That's what matters. So I haven't done any certification. I was one among the candidates of 45, and also I was not the one of favorites when they shortlisted. And then because of few other reasons, the shortlisted candidates couldn't join there, and then they came back to me. The reason why they came back to me is because of the way you communicate, how you present yourself. You have to present what you know in the best way. That's what you are supposed to do whenever you have a chance. So that's what I did. So I got in there. I have been hygiene officer, the supervisor at the entry level. It was for nearly 3.5, it's 3.25, I would say. So there, I had gone through few certifications, like Shangla Food Safety Management System. Actually, it is their corporate standard. I have been trained there. And then Out of it, international standards like HACCP Level 3 certification, Food Safety Internal Auditor certification, ISO 14001 2015 Auditor certification, and OSHA's International Auditor certification. Sorry, Internal Auditor certification. So these are the certifications I have done. So following that, and I like to say that before going to the next part, you may think why I'm saying about all about me. As I said before, this is not about me. If you want to know about the food safety jobs, you directly go to Google, type the name food safety jobs, you have a link, you apply. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I want to show how the journey of a microbiologist or a life science graduate will be in the real life. So once you completed your UG, you get a job, or once you completed your UG, you directly opt for a opportunity in the field of food safety. It's totally your choice, and you can. The specialty in the field of food safety is whenever you want to transfer your career, transformation from wet lab to food safety, or transformation from food safety to back to wet lab. It's possible all the time of your whole life. That's what the specialty in food safety and being a microbiologist. And moreover, your chances of getting into a entry level position is higher when you are from a background of microbiology. That's I have to mention in the first. Now, from there, next I have landed in United Arab Emirates since March 2019. Here, my scope of work, my responsibility has become widened. Before it was, I was taken into place Sadia Peace Club alone. Further to that, after completing the HACCP implementation and ISO 20000 implementation for the club, I have been given extra responsibilities to handle other retail outlets of Aldar. Like it's a Soul Beach, Koi Restaurant, and Bo Steakhouse, and Caramel Lounges. So these are the ones I'm handling currently now. And my role is not confined only to hygiene officer or food safety manager. Now I am doing a role of environmental health and safety manager. So I will go into that part later. So this is the path I came across here. What is the minimum requirement to become a food safety person, food safety supervisor? So in the beginning, you are not an associate. When it comes to food safety, you are a supervisor. Wherever you go in the world, wherever international or Indian standards, you will be a supervisor in the first place. So you need to be standout person to get the job, to perform well in the job. Minimum requirement is bachelor degree in life science. Most probably microbiology would give you more chance in getting a job. HACCP certification, ISO 22000 certification. As I said before, like it's a certification course. It doesn't take much out of you. The number of days or less, and the money you are going to spend on that certification is also less. It's not a huge. So following that, as I said, it's about how you present yourself during the interview. You should be a standout person, bold, outspoken, and person who can count on. Okay, right. Now, how to become a food safety person? This is the basic requirement. What you can expect in the job. The opportunity to make a difference. Like if you are working in a food industry, the opportunity to make a difference. Every day there is a challenge. You cannot close your eyes. You should not close your eyes. The whole company count on you. Maybe you are a supervisor over there, but even the GM, CEO of the company listens to you. Your position is more powerful than anyone there. You have authority to stop the production. You have the authority to send anyone out of the operation. So that makes a difference. Research and development. Every day, food industry is going through their R&D departments to find a new product, to find a new way to have a new product or find a solution to their problems in the packagings, in the laboratory analysis. So it is your job will be involving research and development as well, and dynamic environment. You will not be only working with similar set of people. When you grow, when you move out of places, you will be facing a lot of different people from different state. When you speak about international, you will work in a place minimum you will have a chance to work with around 10 to 15 nationalities. So as I said before, career flexibility, you can jump from anywhere to food safety, and you can jump from food safety to anywhere on any time, but considering your serious analysis before transferring your field of choice. And low barrier to entry, as I said before, bachelor degree is enough with a certification course, and obviously your presentation skills. Huge growth, I would say. I can show you myself as an example. It gives you huge growth in terms of knowledge, as well as financially it benefits you a lot. And job security, until there is a food industry, until there is a food packaging industry, until there is a food manufacturing industry, you will get a job in the field of food safety. Okay, next. Career opportunities. Here, I like to uh, differentiate between the opportunities internationally what you get, and within India what are the opportunities you have. Now, food safety depends upon standards and the government norms. The food safety standards differ from country to country. India, you have as a country, you have FSSAI. Then, if you move to Abu Dhabi, you have different. In Dubai, it's different. In USA, it's different. In England, it's different. In Australia, it's different. The food safety standard, the government norms is different from country to country. But the standards, food safety standards, which is internationally, it is same all over the world. There are few standards, HACCP and ISO. Those are the one which is international standards, which will be same all over the world. So, food safety career in India, you can differentiate like it's a public sector, and your job opportunities in food manufacturing, packaging, and food service industry. And then the last part, audit and certification. I will explain you the audit and certification part in detail. Audit and certification is not for entry-level candidates, it's for experienced candidates. Food safety officer opportunities, food safety inspectors opportunities in public sector. FSSAI, it's a central government body, state-wise they have headquarters. You have the opportunity to work as a food safety inspector and a licensing inspector. When it comes to state government, Tamil Nadu Food Safety and Drug Administration is the one handling the food safety part of our state. The state government, it is have district-wise headquarters. You can opt a job for like food safety inspectors and licensing inspectors. And also, there are a few companies which are state-owned food producers, like Ovin, Tamil Nadu Sugar Corporation Limited. If you take example of Tamil Nadu, or if you take Karnataka, there is also a milk production company by the government, and world famous Amul from Gujarat. It is also state-owned company. So there you can opt a job in the field of food safety. Here, your designation will be, when it comes to food industry, food production, food manufacturing, food packaging, your designation will be quality control or quality assurance, maybe a supervisor or a manager. So the designation changes, but the job responsibility remains the same. It's a food safety personnel. So this one you can find in their websites. Recently, there is no update from FSSAI and Tamil Nadu Safety and Drug, Food Safety and Drug Administration in this last 2 months. I have gone through it. Same as well for Arvind. I like to remember you guys. I think day 9 in the same program, there is one quality control manager from Arvind. He's from Chennai. I think he would give more insights about this food control or quality in Arvind. The make utilize of it. I have saw that one. It's a day 9, I remember. And then food manufacturing and food service industry. Here you can see the few logos which I have placed here. These are out of 100, these are just 0.5 percentage of the companies which I have mentioned here. Britannia, Kohinoor Food Products, Nestle, Hindustan, Archie, Kevin Care, Milky Mist, KFC, Le Meridian, Marriott, ITC. There are huge number of food manufacturing industries and hospitality hotel resorts. Here I'm mentioning hospitality as a collective of restaurants, hotels, and resorts, nothing to do with hospitals. Hospitality is like it's a collective word for resorts, hotels, and retail chains of food. When you take food manufacturing, as I said before, when it comes to manufacturing, packaging, uh, or yeah, manufacturing and packaging, the designation what you're going to hold is quality assurance, quality control. And at the two levels, supervisor and manager. Obviously, supervisor is the entry level, following that manager. Next, hospitality industry. Your designation will be hygiene officer, hygiene manager, or food safety supervisor or food safety manager. Here it's the same. Entry level is the supervisor and experienced candidates for managers. Audit and certification. As I said before, this is not for entry level candidates. This is for experienced candidates. Certification, like I like you to compare with your college. For example, I'll take SNMB. SNMB is aggregated with NAC, right? NAAC. So there are certain certification bodies who certify the companies. Who is issuing the certificate to the industry. So those areas you can get as a accreditation body auditor job, certification consultant, or the food safety manual designer. So once you completed the certification part, verification of the standards. Once the company is certified as a HACCP certified or ISO certified, next part is verifying the certification. Like for example, the same example, SNMV is aggregated by NAAC, right? So it will be audited or visited for inspection yearly or yearly twice, it depends. So there it comes auditing job. So you can get a job as a lead auditor, verification auditor, freelance auditor, or freelance food safety trainer. So here how it goes. So first, the accreditation bodies. There are a lot of accreditation bodies around the globe. You cannot name them in a single sheet. The IAF, International Accreditation Forum, that is one of the main accreditation body which gives out a lot of accreditation to the certifying bodies. So here you can take a job as accreditation body auditor. So these things will not happen immediately. As I said before, this is not for entry level colleagues. This is entry level staffs. This is for experienced staff. So minimum you may require 5 or 6 years experience in this. And then certifying companies. There are a lot of companies who are there to certify a industry. For example, if you have milk industry, you are producing milk, you are packaging the milk, you will be certified in ISO or HACCP by the certifying companies. So these companies have auditors, certificate consultant, food safety trainers. So there you can get a job. From there, you are working in a milk production company. There you have a designation as quality control assistant or quality control manager or quality assurance manager. Same where if it is a hospitality industry, you will get a job as food safety manager or food safety supervisor, depends upon. From there, you are certified already. The next part is verifying the standard. So there will be an opportunity for you as a lead auditor, where you will be auditing the place which is already certified. So these places you can get a job once you are experienced. Right. Okay, before moving into that next part, I like to uh, open the session. Is there any question before moving to the next part? Shall I go ahead?
So far there is no question, sir. If there is any queries, I'll let you know, sir.
Okay, then, cool. So the next part will be food safety carrier international. So here I have listed the countries with huge number of opportunities in terms of food safety. Here the hospitality industry is flourished in huge number. Asian countries, if you take Sri Lanka, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Philippines, and Indonesia, where you can get a job as food safety supervisor, food safety manager. But here the part is due to locally available candidates and also considering hiring a person from outside of the country, we are given less consideration and sometimes we are not considered for these positions. And next, food safety career internationally, then these are the 4 countries where you can get a job in all the fields of food safety, not only in hospitality. They have a huge production companies for food. They have huge number of hospitality industries, and parallel to that, the opportunities also are huge for a food safety person. Here, when you are considering a career in these countries, you have to plan about your visa and immigration process before you plan to apply a job over these countries. If you take Canada, you require a PR. I'm not sure about USA, but if you take the first country where you get immense amount of job opportunities in food safety is USA. England, the opportunity of landing a job in England is feasible. You can plan. Australia, same. You can go for a PR. The opportunities for food safety personnel is high in Australia as well. And Gulf countries, GCC, Oman, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait. These countries are well developed in hospitality industries. They are investing and looking for a lot of developments in food production and investing money on innovation in agricultural fields. So this opens a huge number of opportunities for the candidates in food safety field, and getting a visa or any immigration process is not as scrutinized like other countries. So landing a job in this country in food safety field is an good one in the beginning stage. Following that, you can look for other countries in case if you have any plans to move off for other countries. No. Like, good for now. You guys have any question? Please go ahead.
So we have few questions here, sir.
Please.
So what are all the available sources for food safety accreditation courses here?
Okay. Food safety accreditation is not for the students or for the person, it's for the certifying bodies. The courses like HACCP and ISO 20000 22000 are provided by certifying bodies in Tamil Nadu, in India, in Coimbatore as well. You can find them, and the course will not be more than 3 days, and the charge I'm not sure, but it is not a huge amount to be spent on. It's affordable.
Thank you, sir. So, few other questions. Is there a different course available for different overseas companies? Could you please explain this, sir?
Okay. For different companies, as I said you before, the government norms is different for countries to countries, but the international standard, that is HACCP and ISO 22000, is same all over the globe. So these two certification will be enough to land a job in any of the uh, foreign or overseas countries.
Thank you, sir. So, one last question. If we complete the food aggregation course under Indian standards, are we
Mhm.
eligible to apply for international jobs?
Okay, Indian standard is designed by FSSAI and in state as well. So these standards are applicable only for India. To get a license to open a business or run a business in India. But FSSAI approves the international standards, that is HACCP and ISO 22000. So going for HACCP and ISO 22000 even will land you a job in India itself and in the foreign countries as well.
Thank you, sir. So, one more question. If we joined in food safety field, how many years the minimum bonding for freshers? That is bonding of the years they're asking, the bond.
Okay, it depends to company, and here once you are in the food safety field, there is no bonding. It totally depends upon the company. It's called contract or agreement. Obviously, when you join a company, you must sign a contract or agreement with the company. It depends upon the company, like a 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year. When you come to overseas, it depends upon your country's, depends upon the country where you are going and the company which you are joining. Like a visa status, the working visa status, if you take UAE or Oman or any GCC countries, they provide you 2 year visa. So by completing your probation period, you are free to move to any country. You don't have any restrictions, but 6 months you must complete your probation on that. So if you are in any GCC country, you are looking for a job, there is no bonding. There is a contract that will allow you to get a visa status in the country, but there is no bond if you're getting a job in GCC. But you have to complete your 6 year probation, and few restrictions are there. It depends upon the field or depends upon the sector where you are working, but there is no bond if you take GCC. But if in India, it depends upon the uh, country, so it depends upon the company where you are signing the contract.
Thank you, sir. So, one question from Simon Joss. Which country is easy to join food safety jobs? That is Gulf country or others?
Okay, if you take overseas out of India, I would say GCC is the uh, most preferable one where you don't have a visa or any other sort of trouble. Even if you're still staying in India, by doing an online interview, you can land a job in GCC country. It will not take you more than a month or two at least, but you can land a job easily in GCC countries.
Thank you, sir. And for applying food safety jobs in Canada, how many
Mhm.
years of experience is required?
Okay, for Canada, as I said to you before, landing a job from outside Canada, it's very difficult. You need to acquire a PR. That's where it goes. For applying PR, there is an immigration process. You have to go through it. But once you are in Canada with a PR, your experiences outside of Canada will not be considered in most cases. You need to do an intern or sometime apprenticeship. So following that, as your certification will be valid still with your apprenticeship and your intern, you can move forward from there. So the experience outside of Canada will help you to get the PR, but the job experience within Canada will only help you to get a better job. But still, you will get a job as an intern or a low pay in a entry level. But if you have have experience outside of Canada, that will not help you to get a job in Canada, but you can get a PR with the experience outside of Canada.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, what kind of food safety jobs are available in commercially available food company like ITC, Nestle, etc.?
Okay, there is a lot of opportunities available in commercial food production companies. If you take ITC, as you said, Nestle, please go through their websites. Mostly, it will not come in common job websites. You have to go through their websites for immediate updates. Like as I said, the job designation when it comes to food industry or food manufacturers, it will be like quality control, quality assurance, or quality analyst, quality technician. But when it comes to hospitality industry, the job designation will be food safety inspector or food safety supervisor, hygiene officer, hygiene manager, those kind of designations you can see. For example, you can take a food industry within Tamil Nadu near your locality, which is doing like packaging and sending. Obviously, they would have got FSSAI certification. So those certification will be given if there is only good manufacturing practice. So to maintaining that good manufacturing practice, obviously they will hire a person like quality assurance technician, quality control technician, or quality control supervisor. So wherever there is a production, wherever there is a manufacturing industry which is like the standard for FSSAI certification is yearly turnover is 12 lakhs. So obviously, whichever the products, whichever the companies are making turnover more than 12 lakhs per year should have FSSAI certification. Obviously, you can land a job in this company.
Thank you, sir. So, one more question. Is the higher degree, that is post graduation, is required for food safety jobs, or the undergraduation with HACCP and FSSAI courses is highly enough to fill the criteria?
Okay, as I said before, the minimum requirement to become a food safety person is a bachelor degree in life science and certifications. ASAP and ISO 22000 certification is more than enough to land a job for you in any of the food manufacturing or hospitality industry.
So, one more question, sir. What is the
Yeah.
commonly used method of microbial techniques in the food processing industry?
Okay, I like to skip the question. The reason being is here, as I said before, this is not about wet labs. The food safety part is about uh, food safety, nothing to deal with the process or production.
Thank you, sir. Sir, is there any medium to apply for the certification courses like FSSAI and
Okay,
HACCP-IS?
FSSAI certification means it is a certificate given by Indian government uh, for food production. There is no FSSAI certification for a food safety course. So it is a certification given to the food production company. You can go to their official website and you can apply online. They will send a form. If you are running a food safety business, you can apply through that online form. They will be sending back a few inspectors or quality control inspectors to your place. They will visit and they will give you a certificate for your production.
Thank you, sir. One more question from student part, sir. If you're
Yeah.
applying for state government or central government jobs regarding food safety,
Mhm.
which posting we are eligible?
Sorry.
Which posting they are eligible? They're asking for which posting they're eligible with the
Okay.
certificate.
As I said before, mm, okay. When it comes to state and central government, the job opportunity you have are food safety inspectors, licensing inspectors. Here, when it comes to government sector, It is their hiring process is through state civil exam. For FSSAI, there is a separate applying process. Each state have their own food safety department, as well as the central government has its own food safety and standard authority of India, that is FSSAI. It's available in their website. You can apply through online. You have to wait for their announcement about any job vacancies on food safety. And the job opportunities, more frequently what you get is a lab technician, lab in charge. Those kind of jobs you get regularly in this government companies.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And one more question from student part, sir. FSSAI stamped food is good or not?
Yeah, FSSA stamped food is good. If it is stamped, it is good. It's given by government of India, so it's good.
Yes, sir. So, apart from presentation, sir, one more query is
Mhm.
that, so is the startup companies regarding the food product manufacturing, is it good to start
Mhm.
after the career to become an
Sorry,
entrepreneur?
sorry. What is that?
So they're asking like after completion of their degree, is that good to start up a food-based product company as an entrepreneur?
Sure. If you have resource, for sure you can go ahead. Actually, I tried a part, as I said before my transformation. I missed the part to see. It was really a difficult part for me to move from a wet lab to this branch of life science as a food safety. Took food safety as my career because I have spent nearly without day offs, without proper food. You know how it goes when you are doing some kind of lab activities. It goes 10-12 hours continuously. So it was really a hard thing for me to transform from the wet lab to the food safety field. Same when you are have resource and confident enough and you have the formula for the food what you are preparing, so always you can go ahead. For me, actually, there's micro mushroom cultivation. The add-on course from SNMV was really an eye opener. Obviously someday I will also will be an entrepreneur.
Thank you,
Please
sir.
go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. So one more question. As a student, we have to be strong in which of the areas in microbiology to make up our career as a hygiene or food safety officer?
Okay, you have to be strong in all the aspects of microbiology, all the field of microbiology. The reason why I'm telling is, in the beginning itself, I said when you are there or any other life science candidate is there, microbiology candidate will be given a higher added advantage. The reason being is food safety is depends on mainly about microorganisms and how we are going to prevent a food is getting spoiled, food is getting contaminated with any other microorganism or any other food item. So it in and around it, more or less 90 percentage of the your work will be related to microorganism. So whichever which is not related to microorganism can be handled by any person, any other life science graduate. Even other life science graduates also can handle this microbiology part. I'm not saying that, but you have a better advantage when you are a microbiology candidate. It involves medical microbiology, it involves food microbiology, it involves good manufacturing practices. So all the aspects of microbiology will be helpful when you are doing a job as a food safety person. So I would say all the fields, all the areas of microbiology is helpful if you are strong in all the fields of microbiology.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So one more question, sir.
Yeah.
From Ashwin, sir, if we worked a certain company for years and we
Mhm.
have planned for start of business of food products, I want to know that I'll get any benefits from any of the food safety companies or not.
I didn't understand this question, but if you're working in a different company, like whatever field you are working, you want to change to a food safety professional anytime, you can do it. The main part here is, as I said, this is not a degree or course which you have to put lot of effort to study or learn. But this is a basic certification course, basic understanding about safety of the food you are producing. Main thing is, as I said, the entry level itself a supervisor position. It's not any associate or it's any other lower level than supervisor. So you have to be a person who is really bold enough to speak and express yourself and point out the mistakes. So any time of any how many years, it doesn't matter. It's about how you present yourself when you are in the position of a food safety person. So you can go anytime. You can transfer your career anytime to food safety.
Thank you, sir. And one more question, sir.
Yes.
What is the food packaging material utilized and what are the environmental issues out of that?
Okay. And this topic actually it's an another branch of food safety. Nowadays, the food safety person is also have been handed over an extra responsibility of environmental uh, safety manager. So food packaging materials. So whatever you are producing, it has to be produced with uh, or packaged with there are certain norms. It differs from country to country again. So, as per the WHO standard and the signed contract, so certain countries are allowed to produce certain level of plastic, and certain countries are not allowed. So, when it comes to environmental impact, you can find the product is it environmentally impact or not. There is always a symbol in the packaging with a fork and a cup, so that you can find out whether the product is environmentally safe or not. And few bulk production packaging materials, they have mentioned the numbers like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it depends upon the thickness or the quality of the plastic.
That's it, sir. Thank you for the answers and thank
Yeah.
you for enlightening us.
Yeah, thank you very much. I like to thank Principal Dr. B. Subramaniam and our microbiology department HOD, Mr. Dr. R. Bakirajan, as well, arranging this opportunity for me, Madam Kavita, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. Hope this was a useful session for everyone out there, the students who are listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We must stop and thank persons who changes our life and inspires us. I eternally feel that this presentation would make us think a while about future careers. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and spending your valuable time to enlighten our students with your wisdom. So thank you, Mr. Saravana Kumar, sir, for your great presentation. I extend my gratitude to our pillar of support, Dr. B. Subramani, Principal, SNMB CAS, and I would also extend my thankfulness to our head department of microbiology, Dr. K. Bhagiraj sir, and the faculty members and my dear student friends. The session wouldn't be excellent without your presence. Thank you all for this great support, and we'll meet up in the next session tomorrow. And please do subscribe for the channel. Thank you. Thank you all.